Everybody, welcome. Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy. Good to be back. Where have I been? I haven't posted anything in ages, probably well over a month since I've done a video. Lots of reasons, which I'm not going to bore you with. The main reason is, I don't know if many of you watching the videos know my setup. I'm not based at a golf club. I work on a business park. I'm sort of away from golf courses, and I work in this big building which is separated out into spaces, you know, office space, studios, things like that. And it's undergoing a massive refurbishment at the moment. So all around me, there's been building work, construction going on. And I went to shoot a few videos on a couple of occasions, and I've got halfway through the video and all of a sudden a hammer drill goes off, or somebody's trying to knock a wall down with a sledgehammer, and the noise has just been impossible to really shoot videos on unless I come in at midnight. I'm not that committed. So there we go. So that's why I haven't done any videos. I've been away on holiday, stuff like that, and every now and again I just take a break from YouTube because sometimes you need a little break, don't you, to freshen things up. Anyway, I'm back. It's good to be back. I've had a couple of people message me and a few of my customers asking me about two fairly recent clubs. The Mizuno MP-20 muscleback or bladed iron, picture up there somewhere, and also the new-ish Ping blueprint iron, forged head, picture up there. And people have been asking me, you know, what do you think about the difference between these two clubs? Which one's better? What are the pros and cons? And with all these things, when you're comparing clubs, it's very subjective. What I feel is not necessarily what you're going to feel. So I thought I'd do a little bit of head-to-head testing, give you my thoughts on these things. You've got to remember I fit for Mizuno and Ping, so I'm very impartial on both of these brands. I don't have any brand allegiance. I like them both. It's just got to be in my usual sort of honest review of these clubs. Give you this full specs on both of these. I'll post some links and maybe put some of those cards at the end of the video. So if you do want to watch the full review, I'm not going to go through all that again because that's just boring. I'll just give you a very quick rundown on the spec. I've got 7 irons here in both. MP-20 is 37 inches long. It's got a loft of 34 degrees. Both clubs fitted with dynamic gold 120 S300 shafts. Standard length. Standard lie in the Mizuno, 1 degree upright in the Ping, which for me isn't ideal because I tend to use clubs which are 1 degree, sometimes 2 degrees flat. So I'll have to kind of make little compensations for that, because in testing before with the 1 degree upright, I do tend to pull quite a lot of shots, but we can work that out as we go. Blueprint iron, again, same loft, 34 degrees, a little shorter, 1/4 of an inch shorter at 36 3/4 from memory. Again, dynamic gold 120 shaft. Standard grip fitted on the Ping is a Golf Pride Align MCC, which is really nice. Remember with Mizuno, it's any shaft, any grip. Now there are quite a lot of shaft options for Blueprint. I think we'll flash up some details somewhere up here as we're chatting. More shaft options available in the Mizuno, lots more, probably like 25, 26 different shaft options, maybe more than that actually, and lots, pretty much any grip that you want. But you will be a little bit limited with the Ping on what grip you can have fitted, but that's fine. Should we talk price now or later? Let's leave price till the end of the video because that's an interesting one, and that could be the thing which sways your decision if you're in the market for this club. Let's get in the hitting area. Got a couple more things to chat to you about, and then we'll hit some balls. Let's go. Over in the hitting area, going to go with the Ping blueprint iron to start with. As I said over there, it's a 7 iron, 34 degrees aloft. Callaway chrome soft balls on the deck. GC2 running. Green set to about 156, very precise yardage that, isn't it? I'm not sure why I picked 156, just kind of figured that's how far I'd hit it-ish. Let's get in and hit a few. In the full review, if you want to watch that one, I said how small this club head is. It's very compact, it's very bladey, that's what it is. It's very minimalist, I love the matte finish on it. We'll talk about what sort of golfer would like this club, but let's just get a couple away here and see what we can do. A little bit thin, that one, but pretty straight. It's not bad. See, it's not going to be the longest club in the world, this one, because of the spec. You know, at 34 degrees, player's loft, honest loft, or whatever you want to call that, Average loft on a 7-iron these days is close to 30. Some brands are cranking their 7-irons down to 27 degrees, which is crazy really, because it's not a 7-iron, is it? It's a 6-iron. Don't know who they're fooling there. Let's get a couple more away and then we can try and get this comparison. I'm looking for three of each to start with. Well, that's going far left. That's going so far left. That was a absolute shocker. I've missed the green there by about a couple of miles. Leave it in there for your entertainment. Another thin one. We'll leave it in. I'm leaving them all in today, folks. There is no editing going on today. You're going to get the whole range of shots. Hopefully we'll get 2 or 3 similar ones which I can give some comparisons with. How does this club feel? Can I be completely honest with you at the moment? Very hard work. Now that is that is as much down to me as anything, but this club at the moment, as I stand over it, I feel I have got to absolutely put a really good swing on this or else it ain't happening. That's how it feels. Now when I do hit it out the middle, it feels great. Bit like that one. That was a good swing. That was a nice smooth swing. I wasn't really going after it. And yeah, again, 145. We'll do a little swap over. I'm just going to swap the Mizuno over, pick a couple of balls up, hit the reset on the machine for the Mizuno, and we will do a little comparison. Don't go away. Right, we're all reset. Got the Mizuno. Is it Mizuno or is it Mizuno? There's a question I'll put out to you. I've always called it Mizuno, but I do hear some golfers calling it Mizuno. Don't know. Mizuno, whatever. We know what it means. Much shinier. Obviously a shiny chrome finish on this. Little bit of a bigger blade, slightly longer sort of blade than the Blueprint. Identical shafts, identical lofts. So let's give it a hit, shall we? Yeah, so straight away as I get this club behind the ball, my confidence levels have risen a little bit, shall we say. Let's hit it. Might go left a little bit, yeah. Got to throw in one of my lefties now and again. We'll probably take it. I hit one left with the Blueprint as well. We'll probably just delete those because they're going to corrupt the data. Strike, I know it's only the first one, felt entirely different to the ping. Entirely different. I'll tell you a bit more what I mean by that in a minute. Let's see if we can find the green, shall we? Sort of found the right edge. Okay. Oh man, this pull is getting annoying. Did just hang on to the left edge. The strike is very, very good. I will find the middle of the green in a minute. Let me tell you honestly, as always, how it feels. The strike on this feels so much more, how can I put it, solid, I think is probably the best way I can put it. We have this whole debate, don't we, with forged clubs, and I've rambled on about this too much in previous videos. Can you feel the difference between a forged club and a cast club? And can I feel a difference between this head in terms of softness, whatever you want to call it, feel? I can, quite a lot actually, and I had this debate a lot with myself that I can't feel the difference, but I can. This feels much, it's almost like the ball is staying on the club face a little bit longer, if that makes sense. Okay, time to try and find one. Get one on target. It's got a chance. That's better. Yeah, really nice. Same sort of yardage. Really wouldn't expect any difference in yardage there. Consistently dropping these in around about 145, 146. Not swinging hard at the moment. I'm just swinging, trying to swing within myself. Oh, that was fat. That'll test the forget. That's interesting. I hit that so heavy. I hit about a mile. Felt like I hit about a mile behind it, but I've actually got away with that. I'm going to go one more. I'm enjoying hitting this Mizuno a lot more than the Blueprint. I can tell you that. I'm going to go after this one a little bit more. And left. Tell you what, if we could move the flag about 25 feet to the left there, I'd be absolutely nailing these. I'd be all over it. Interesting. Let's get in there and just do a little bit of quick editing. I took out a couple of the pulls with the ping, so I'm just trying to make this as fair as possible. Okay, brill. Excuse 1 second. We'll just bring the camera in a little bit closer so you can look at some of these numbers. We'll zoom in. 1 sec. Okay, I've zoomed you right in. Hopefully you can see these numbers. I didn't hit. Was that a fair test? I don't think it was entirely fair, but it's given us a little snapshot really of what was going on. Hit a lot of pulls today. Was fighting that. It's just me. Could do it again tomorrow, and I'll probably hit the ball a lot better. So that's golf, isn't it? But let's have a little look at some numbers here. Let's go ball speed comparison. Again, that will come down to me rather than the club. 106 ball speed with the ping, 107 with the Mizuno. In terms of launch angle, again, very similar. 19.6 launch angle with the ping, 19 degree with the Mizuno. In terms of backspin, always an interesting one, this one. Let me just move around this way. Total backspin rate here, 6482 with the Mizuno, with the ping, and 6217, okay, with the Mizuno. So, you know, just a couple of hundred revs of spin in that, so very, very similar. In terms of carry distances, again, very, very similar, 143 with the ping and a 146 carry with the Mizuno. So virtually identical, little bit in there. How did I feel? Which one would I pick? If I had to pick one of these, I'd pick the Mizuno. I think the Mizuno, personally, I like the slightly larger blade size. It felt a little bit more forgiving. There was something about the blueprint for me. It felt a bit hard work, to be honest. And when I did get it out the middle, it just felt what I call a bit boardy. It just felt a bit sort of, you know, a bit stiff, not much giving it. I mean, I know I can work a 120 S300 shaft, so it wasn't the shaft. It just wasn't for me, to be quite honest. But there will be obviously lots of great golfers out there who will love this iron, and I'm not trying to put you off the iron. It's just I preferred the Mizuno. What sort of golfer would use these irons? Here we go. This is the one which brings in the contention, doesn't it? This will get me some thumbs down and some negative comments. I don't mind that at all. Doesn't worry me. You have to be a good ball striker to hit these clubs. No doubt about it. If you're not a really decent ball striker, forget it. You're absolutely wasting your time and your money with these clubs. And I know people will say that's rubbish, because I get emails and comments from golfers who say I started with blades and it's made me a better ball striker. I think that's a lot of rubbish as well. I think if you start golf with a set of blades, you're making the game far more difficult than you should be. There's the counter argument to say with blades, you've got to hit the middle of the club so it makes you a better ball striker. For me, it just makes it more difficult. And I think golf's difficult enough as it is. But if that's your bag, if that's what you think's the right thing, who am I to disagree with you? And I'm telling you what I feel. That's exactly how I feel about bladed irons. You've got to be a very good, consistent ball striker to get the benefits of it. Otherwise, hit something that makes the game a lot easier. Why not? Price. Mizuno, fully fitted. These are my prices in my studio right now. If you walked in the door now, hi, and said how much are these clubs? £149 per club for the Mizuno, fully custom fit, any shaft, any grip. Ping Blueprint, £199 per club. It's a £50 difference between the Mizuno and the Ping. Is that £50 better than that? No, not in my opinion. Absolutely no way why that should be that sort of price. I see why Ping have put it up there. And again, I'm not having a go at Ping. I mean, I do a huge amount of business with Ping and I have a very good relationship with them, but it doesn't stop me being honest about what I think of the product. I think it's too expensive. I know they're trying to pitch this up against PXG and elite clubs, but I haven't sold a single set of these yet. And will I? I'll be very surprised if I might sell 1 or 2 sets during this lifespan of this club, because it's got a lot of competition. Anyway, there we go. It's the Ping Blueprint, the Mizuno MP-20 iron. Hope you like the review. Post your comments down below, good or bad. Always interested to hear your thoughts. I'll be back soon. I'll be doing some more videos now the builders are finished. All the best. Bye for now.